You do not want meaningful work. You might think you do, but you really don't. And you might be thinking right now, Amanda, what the heck are you talking about? Because you've been telling us to stop living a mediocre life and start pursuing our full potential. And isn't meaningful work part of that equation? Maybe, but maybe you're missing the key word here, which is work. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you a proven way that you can go from working to utilizing your skills to pursue your full potential. But before we get into that, we first have to nail down some definitions. So first of all, work. Work is an activity that you carry out to earn a livelihood. Your livelihood gives you a means of support or subsistence. I have a hard time with that word. Subsistence is a means of obtaining the necessities of life. So, to put it all together, we work to earn money or our support as a means to obtain the necessities of life or subsistence. So next, we have to decide if meaning is a necessity of life. And I would say yes, of course it is. That being said, let's go back to the why we work. We work to obtain necessities. If meaning is a necessity, we work to obtain meaning. So that means the work itself is not supposed to be meaningful. Are you lost yet? I know, it's kind of walking you around in circles here. So we're going to break it down a bit here. And we're going to go back to what spurred this thought in my head was a lecture that I heard from Jordan Peterson. And he was talking about how when you are a child, you are nothing but potential. The problem is that you don't have any skills to realize that potential. So as you grow up, you take on what he called an apprenticeship. And you learn some skills, you gain knowledge, you perfect those skills. Then, all of a sudden, you realize you have the skills you need to pursue your full potential. And you enter that last stage of your life, which is pursuing your potential phase. So you kind of go back to that child who was full of potential, but now you have skills to do something with it. So first of all, to get to that point, to get through the apprenticeship stage, we need to be patient with ourselves. There's a lot of undue pressure, I believe, that's placed on us by society and by ourselves to become what we're supposed to be as soon as we graduate from high school or college or trade school or whatever it may be. And the other problem is that we look at other people who are doing what we want to do and we think we're going to get there overnight. We forget it took them years of tons of struggles and tons of failures to get to where they are. So what's going to get you there and why you need to be patient is the only thing that's going to get you there is you have to establish strong daily habits. And that takes patience. And you have to trust the process. How do you know that you're going to get there? I'll tell you how, because I'm doing it right now. I'm here to tell you you will get there. So I was an accountant, a CPA, and auditor for over 60% of my life. Now, I write every day, I'm a videographer, I do graphic design work every day, I do copywriting every day, I'm an educator. And you wouldn't think that there's a natural progression from accounting to these tasks that I'm now fulfilling on a daily basis. But the thing is, I needed that work as an accountant actually to pursue my full potential, which I'm doing now. I'll give you 3 good examples here. Number 1, this is a nonprofit organization. I wouldn't have had the knowledge that I needed to form a nonprofit organization without being an auditor. I used to audit nonprofit organizations and I gained a lot of knowledge that way. Number 2, I've created my own website. I've been doing a lot of design work. I would not have been able to do that as easily without my accounting experience, because in my accounting experience I used programs that required coding and mapping and things like that. So they're not the same as what I'm using now, but the logic behind them is close enough that it was an easy jump to make. And the third skill that I gained as an accountant that you would not normally think of is persuasive writing. Because like I said, I was an auditor for about 12 years, and auditing is a lot more about writing than it is about the numbers, because you have to be able to tell someone why you tested something, how you decided your sample size, why that was big enough, what your results were, and why your results were good enough. That's persuasive writing in a nutshell. So I created a meaningful life for myself, but I had to perform the work of being an accountant first. And that was something that I was naturally good at as well. So it was a good transition phase for me to get to where I am today. I didn't see this path though, from accounting to content creator, until about 6 months, or the last 6 months of my 26-year accounting career. So the point is, you're not going to see it. Stop searching for it. You just have to open your mind up to it, and it will find you. I know it sounds crazy, but it is absolutely true. What you need to do is start becoming a deliberate thinker, and that's what I'm hoping to help you do. Because once you start thinking deliberately and start putting those skills to work, you will begin to personify your core values. And when you do that, your path will become obvious to you. So let's go back through this one more time and recap where we're at. So you perform work. Your work will give you the skills that you need to obtain meaning. Your meaning will start to become obvious, and you will no longer be working. All of a sudden, one day, you are going to realize you will be utilizing your skills to realize your full potential. So how do you go from working to pursuing your potential? Like I said, I think the most effective way to do that is through deliberate thinking. Go back and take a look at the cycle of deliberate thinking that I have on the website, but I'll recap it quickly here. So there's 5 points to the cycle of deliberate thinking. You have to be willing to examine your expectations or limiting beliefs. You have to personify your core values. You have to execute your actions with intention. You have to respect other people's points of view. And above all, you have to stay curious. Of course, my tagline. And I'm here to tell you that it works. Once you embrace this cycle, you will be surprised at how much of a massive shift you will have in your mindset. You will slowly but surely begin to expose the thing that makes your life meaningful. And not only that, but you're going to gain confidence in yourself because you know what you stand for, and you know what you're good at and what you're not good at. You're going to gain confidence in your abilities, you're going to gain confidence in your ability to pursue your potential. So let's wrap it up here. So what we're going to do after we finish this video is, first you're going to go find the worksheet that I have for this post. And then you are going to stop trying to find meaningful work and accept that it is just a stepping stone to get you to realizing your full potential. You're going to start deliberately thinking about the tasks that you perform at work and focusing on what the underlying skills are, the skills that are required for that task, and think about, can those skills be used to help you realize your full potential? And I bet you'll find they are, even though it may not seem obvious at first. So until next time, everyone, stay curious.